Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Today is kind of weird for me. This was posted on Saturday the 4th of February. Today is Sunday for me. I'm not too sure what it is for you guys, but Netflix pulls a Uno reverse. I guess nobody would have seen that one coming, right? Whenever I looked at this whole password sharing policy thing floating about, I always thought to myself, look, if that's going to happen, chances are people are just going to cancel their subscription or whatever it is, and they're just going to download this stuff illegally. I'm sorry to say this, but with the internet, it's kind of easy to find almost any form of media this day and age. It's from video games to movies, music, pictures, whatever it is. It's all out there. Just Netflix is obviously it's convenient to do it. I mean, I love having everything on my smart TV. You just use your remote and it's all there at your fingertips. It's easy. Pirates obviously if you go but the extra mile, find a website where you can download the stuff up. Hopefully the website doesn't have any malware or anything like that, and then from there you gotta have it on a hard drive, which you then gotta or USB drive, which you gotta plug into something. It's a lot more work. So just paying that extra fee every month, getting access to the latest stuff all the time from Netflix, that is, it's not a bad thing in my eyes. Well, some of the shows are terrible, but yeah. Like I still watch Total Drama Island on Netflix, so I like that a lot, and I also like watching some of the anime and stuff like that. So I'm good with that. Most of the things they have anyway, it's terrible. Like the movies or the series that are usually like these Netflix original kind of things. It's most of the time like 90% of them are just trash. But existing things that are there, I like it. All the stuff that is basically. So now, in terms of this article from Sky News, Netflix says new password sharing rules were posted by accident. Netflix may be home to popular shows like Squid Game and Stranger Things. I've never watched Stranger Things. I need to get into that. Squid Game as well. Seen so much, but I just didn't really have the time. I'll do my best to make it though. Things, but it attempts to get fans to pay up for their own accounts has not gone down well. Now, here's the thing about this. For those of you who don't know, basically what they wanted you to do was have your home Wi-Fi set up basically, and any device that was on your account had to log into that once every 31 days. Now that's a bit crazy in some senses that, for example, I know of people who have Netflix at home, and in their offices at work, they have their own private office. They've got a television in there, which is also logged into their own account, which they subscribe to, obviously over a different network. Now, in that instance, you'd have to basically take your television home once a month, log into your home Wi-Fi, then go back and reconnect it. It's kind of annoying. On the other side of it, I also understand that sometimes you'll get like one person holding the account, and then they'll have like siblings or whatever it is spread out across the world, and everybody's just logging in from different places using the same person's credentials. Sometimes, in some cases, your passwords have been stolen, and you've just got some unknown user over there who's just watching stuff off your account. They're not even paying for anything. So to some extent, I can understand where Netflix was losing out and where they're coming from. But on the other hand, for legitimate paying customers, it is a bit of a pain in the butt. But move on. Let's move on to the article. Netflix has said that the updated measures to crack down on password sharing were posted by mistake. I can tell you this now. Something that big was not a mistake. No way. They obviously didn't expect the entire internet or the world to somehow come together and just absolutely wreck them. That's the thing about these kind of decisions. Usually they'll make these kind of things, in most companies that is, and the idea is that you just basically keep quiet, put your head down, and just say yes sir or yes ma'am. That's it. You look at the floor when you're doing. You don't even make eye contact. But in this case, that obviously didn't work and it backfired, so now they've got to think of another alternative. Following the widespread disappointment on social media, with many threatening to cancel their memberships, the Screaming Giant claimed some new accounts rules being trailed in other countries had accidentally been added to its help pages elsewhere. While subscribers have been expecting the company to introduce anti-password sharing regulations since last year, when the platform started talking tough during a lull in memberships, the extent of the crackdown revealed earlier this week caught some by surprise. Among the changes were a feature to let users add sub-accounts for up to two people that don't live with, which essentially aims to monetize how subscribers have sharing passwords for years. It's been testing in parts of South America and costs the equivalent of 2 to 3 extra, I think that's pounds a month. So I'm going to be honest with you to some extent. Maybe that might work, maybe it won't. Some people will just simply say, you know what, I've already got so many other streaming platforms. I'll just jump off Netflix, download their stuff, and then I'll stick to like HBO. Then there's Amazon Prime, Disney Plus. There's so many of these things at this point in time that, to be honest with you, unless Netflix releases like absolute bangers or have some sort of exclusive show that you can only find on them, that you have to watch, people are just going to jump off or they're going to pirate it. It's as simple as that. People don't like to spend so much on this kind of stuff because when you add it all together, it becomes really expensive. Every single platform has its own exclusive shows, and when you add them together, like 4 or 5 different subscriptions, eventually you start to think, look, do I really need this? Which one can fall off? And in this case, if Netflix is the more expensive option, or rather the shittier option, just drop it off. Netflix home shows like The Crown, Squid Game, and Stranger Things said a help about paid sharing coming to other countries went live elsewhere for a brief time and had since been removed. So obviously it didn't work. It failed. The only time something like this would happen is if it definitely failed. To enforce the crackdown, Netflix wants to treat devices which use your account as trusted. In practice, this means using them on your home Wi-Fi network on a regular basis. You would need to open an app and watch something on the trusted device at least once every 31 days, or risk a consistent barrage of verification requests to ensure nobody outside your household is using your account. Now, this will work for like your mobile phones, obviously. Like, I don't know about you guys, but basically, sometimes you just out and about, you have access to Wi-Fi and you've got your phone in your hand and you just fire up Netflix and you carry on watching your series. That's not a bad way to catch up on the things you've been missing out on. So logging into your home Wi-Fi and stuff like that, not difficult. But like the example I gave earlier on, if you've got a huge device sitting elsewhere, which you use and you are the actual owner of the account, you've got to now take it to your home Wi-Fi and hook it up over there. It can be a bit irritating if you need to dismount it from the wall, take it there, then hook it back onto the wall. It's kind of a lot of work, but at the same time, it also stops that irritating person from having an account on your subscription and you don't even know who they are. Despite the backlash, Netflix is still expected to take password sharing more seriously this year. In December, the IP office clarified that password sharers may indeed be breaking the law. However, it's down to streaming services themselves to enforce it. Netflix has started to try to tempt account users to make the move of their own accord by letting people transfer profiles from one account to another. Now, here's the thing about this, right? If you're going to start coming down on your own users, the moment you start dishing out lawsuits, I'm going to be honest with you, everybody is just going to jump off. Nobody's going to be interested anymore because the fact of the matter is, once you start suing your own customer base, everybody just loses faith in you. It's not like a Nintendo kind of situation where, you know, the guys are like maliciously going out there pirating it and distributing it or sharing ways to do it and stuff like that. And then Nintendo's like, no. Even though they overly litigious and stuff like that. The situation here is slightly different, but you can't be like Nintendo going down kicking down people's doors for this reason and that reason and stuff like that. Netflix is in a different bubble because you got to understand there are, in a lot of cases, better alternatives. Aside from the exclusive shows on Netflix, there are better alternatives when it comes down to streaming platforms. And on top of that, it's very easy to pirate this stuff. I'm being honest, it's very, very simple to go online, find some website that's already illegally streaming this stuff, or get it from a friend on a USB drive or whatever it is, and then watch it from there. So they've got to be very, very careful on how they treat people with this kind of thing. With more competition from the likes of Disney Plus and Amazon Prime and the cost of living crisis, the company is looking for ways to boost revenue and grow its subscriber base, which stands at more than 230 million. But it's not gone down well with fans who have been quick to point to a 2017 tweet in which Netflix proudly proclaimed, "Love is sharing a password." Ooh. That kind of didn't age well. It aged like milk. But times have changed, you know, the economies have changed, people's wallets have changed, and obviously Netflix is feeling the hurt from all these woke shows that they've been pushing out and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's backfiring, you could say, to some extent. Well, let's see how this all goes down. Let's see what stupid idea they come up with next, and then how they try to stop users from using or sharing passwords or sharing accounts. Whatever happens, let's just hope for the best for everybody. Okay, and I think I'm going to leave the video over there for now. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.